What's up, citizens of the internet? Frosty Knives here. Look, wearing my shirt that I'm going to be wearing to Hell in the Cell. I'm all ready for it. Here we are. Best in the world. Woo! Here we are with episode 2 of Frosty's Picks and Predictions. This time, in 7 days, we've got the WWE inaugural pay-per-view Battleground coming to you live this Sunday for the low, low price of $44.99. And here are my picks and predictions. Now, Battleground is the first of 2 pay-per-views in October. And before I get any further, don't forget, I'm currently running a contest on my show, and I will leave a link to the video that describes the contest in the box below. The contest in the box below, in case you missed it. Go check out the contest. But Battleground, first of 2 pay-per-views in October, and this is the first time they've ever done this pay-per-view. Battleground is new. Let me just say that Battleground is one of those transition pay-per-views. I don't think anything is going to get resolved. I don't think anything is going to get definitively resolved. I think Battleground's only purpose is to lay the foundations for Hell in a Cell. We went from Night of Champions through Battleground to Hell in a Cell, and I think all of these storylines that we've been seeing on TV aren't going to be resolved Sunday, but this is a stepping stone, a foundation laying for Hell in the Cell and the final resolutions to a lot of these storylines, because the pay-per-view after Hell in a Cell is Survivor Series, and that's a whole different story, a whole different ball of wax. So don't expect major resolutions at Battleground. Expect foundation laying. Expect dirty politics. Expect weird swerves. Expect the Walrus proposing to Ryback. No, we already had that. Weird. Okay, so running down the card. And currently, right now, got it on my phone. I downloaded the WWE app on my phone, just like Michael Cole told me to do. So right now, as of now, they only have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 6 matches announced for this pay-per-view. 6. One of them is on the pre-show. So really 5 matches on the card. And we know on Night of Champions they were adding matches on the fly, and they might do that again this time. They might add matches on the fly, because that's an awful lot of filler if you don't add more matches. 1, 2, 3, 5 matches. Maybe at 10 minutes apiece, except for the main events? Wow. Anyway, the kickoff show match. Dolph Ziggler versus Damien Sandow. What I like to call a loser versus loser match. This is so weird. It's so weird. You know, this is a weird dichotomy that the WWE has set up. You've got Damien Sandow, who's been on a losing streak ever since he won the Money in the Bank contract. And Dolph Ziggler, who's been on a losing streak ever since he had a concussion and came back and got buried in the mid-card. So, who deserves a win more in this match? Well, the sad fact of the matter is that they both do. They both need a win. Both of these guys have had abysmal records as of late. And the booking for both of these guys is just weird. And what confuses me even more is that the guy who holds the Money in the Bank contract is being buried. Why is Sandow booked to look so weak? I don't know. But they both need the win. They're both not going to get the win. And I have to make a prediction. So here's my prediction. Damien Sandow needs to win more. So Ziggler versus Sandow. Sandow will win the kickoff show. And for the love of God, WWE, if you're listening, please let him cash in. Let Sandow cash in at Battleground, because Del Rio is boring. Boring. It just goes to show you how little the WWE values the World Heavyweight championship. They put it on a boring champion, and they buried the guy with the contract. Things that make you go, So, Sandow for the win. That leads us to the World Heavyweight Championship match between Alberto Del Rio versus Rob Van Dam, fought under hardcore rules. Rob Van Dam. Van Dam's not going to win this match. They highlighted, this is the perfect match for Van Dam. Highlight all of his skills, his hardcore mentality, his hardcore rules. It's exactly why he's not going to win. I heard rumor that he was taking some time off after Battleground. You're not going to put the strap on someone who's potentially leaving the company for 6 months. So Rob Van Dam, not going to win. My prediction is that Alberto Del Rio, what do they call him? Mexico's greatest export? It almost makes me want to say, we the people. Alberto Del Rio is going to win. And the smart thing would be to have Sandow cash in because it's perfect. They could have a grueling match, a hardcore match. Del Rio wins. He's battered, he's bruised, and he's broken. And Sandow comes in to cash in. I don't know if Sandow's going to cash in. I would like Sandow to cash in, but I'm still going with Del Rio for the win. Next match. Divas Championship between AJ Lee and Brie Bella. Well, not to devalue Brie Bella and not to devalue her abilities in the ring and yada, yada, yada. I just don't think she's going to win, and I don't think that there's anything really relevant in the Divas division right now. And I think the only reason she's got a shot is because she's the boyfriend of the guy in the main... She's the girlfriend. Oh, I said boyfriend. Ooh. She's the fiancé of the guy in the main event. So let's give her a title shot. That she's not going to win. I could be wrong. She could win the Divas Championship, and Brian could win the main event, and we could all have a hug it out, yay, at the end of the pay-per-view. But I doubt it. So I'm going with AJ Lee for the win on this one yet again. Cody Rhodes and Goldust versus Rollins and Reigns, presumably with Ambrose in their corner and Dusty in Rhodes and Goldust's corner. Who needs the win more? Obviously, the Rhodes needs the win more because the stipulation is if they don't win, they're all fired. Realistically speaking, let's pull the kayfabe curtain aside for a minute. They're not really going to get fired. They're not going to fire him. You're going to fire your trainer and you're going to fire Cody Rhodes. We all know he got fired so he could get married. So I don't really see the Rhodes family losing. They've built him up too much with Dusty getting knocked out, with Goldust losing, with Cody getting fired. And really, the Shield they're not going to lose anything by losing. They're not going to lose their belts, and they're not going to lose their momentum because they're still being billed as a monster three-man tag team. So, they're not going to lose anything by losing. And the Rhodes family are going to win everything by winning. And if they don't win, it's going to be really weird. So look for Cody and Dustin to win the match and get their jobs back. But I'm thinking that the way they're going to win is important. I think that the Big Show is going to be involved. And I think that the Big Show is going to knock out one of the Shield members because it just makes sense in a storyline. He's fed up. He went to punch out Triple H. He couldn't get his hands on Triple H at Raw, but he still got all that channeled giant energy. So what do? He interferes with the match. He gets the Rhodes family their jobs back. And that hopefully leads to something that I'm wishing is going to happen. That will hopefully lead to a collision between Show and Triple H at Hell in a Cell. Hopefully within a cell, but I'll take it whether or not it's in a cell or not. Triple H and Big Show at Hell in a Cell. Oh, hell yeah, as Stone Cold used to say. I'll drink to that. Cheer wine makes you cheery. So Rhodes family for the win with the interference of, well, it's the Big Show. That That leads us to 2 matches. CM Punk versus Ryback. At some point, as entertaining as this feud is, it has to end at some point. But I don't think it's going to end at Battleground. I think it's going to end where it began 1 year ago. It's going to end at Hell in the Cell. And with that being said, I think Ryback's actually going to win over Punk. I know I'm wearing this shirt. Pains me to say that. But it's what's best for the storyline. So Punk loses to Battleground and gets a rematch where it all began between the two of them. Gets a rematch at Hell in a Cell where he picks up a victory. Now think about it. Last year, in the main event at Hell in a Cell 2012, it was CM Punk versus Ryback, where Punk was a heel and Ryback was a babyface, and Punk won due to the interference of Brad Maddox. Flash forward a year later, we could have Punk. We could have Punk and Ryback at Hell in a Cell, where Punk is a face and Ryback is a heel, and Punk could win again. That was my phone. My phone is awesome. Yeah, that's my ringtone. Where were we? Ryback. Oh, yeah, we finished Ryback and Punk. Ryback for the win. So, the final match. Bryan versus Orton for the WWE Championship. You know what's the best thing about this match? The best thing about this match is that I will never have to hear the word abeyance on WWE television ever again. We know, Michael Cole, you learned a new word. Stop pigeonholing it into every sentence that you say. Abeyance. You know, last night Joey Styles put out a funny tweet. He said, the WWE Championship is held in abeyance. Where exactly is that? Is that near Poughkeepsie? Way to go, Joey. So, here we are. Bryan versus Orton. So what are they going to do? Is Bryan going to win his 3rd straight 20-minute WWE Championship? He's been a 2-time WWE Championship, and he's held the belt for less than 24 hours. Total. Are they going to put the strap on him again so that Triple H can strip it from him again on Raw again? That doesn't make any sense. So the only 2 endings that do make sense to me is either 1, Randy wins, or 2, something happens and nobody wins. Double disqualification, double count out, interference, you know, whatever. Maybe somebody interferes and one of the guys wins on a disqualification, but as we all know, you can't win the belt on a disqualification. So, and it doesn't make sense for Randy to win it just to lose it at Hell in the Cell. So I'm thinking, and this may be a bold prediction, I don't know. I'm thinking no one's going to win. I'm thinking something's going to happen. Double disqualification, double count out. It's been brutal. Bryan and Orton have been brutal. So maybe, I don't know, maybe The Miz interferes. Maybe Show interferes. Maybe I don't see anybody winning the belt at Battleground. Do I have to make a prediction? Can that be my prediction? That we can have the WWE title held in abeyance until Hell in a Cell? It would be weird for them to go 60 days, 2 months. Was it 2 months? No, I don't think it's been that long. But it'd be weird for us to go that long without a champion. I can't remember how long they've done that in the past, but Randy. Heck with it. I'm going with Randy. I'm going with Randy Orton for the win. I think maybe a better decision would be that nobody wins and that we get a sloppy finish or a double count out or a disqualification, and we carry this over to Hell in a Cell for a definitive win. I'm going with Randy. I'm going with Randy. Randy Orton for the win with a rematch at Hell in a Cell. And there you have it, folks. WWE Battleground with Fall Out Boy doing the theme song. So, don't forget, I have a contest. Go check it out and enter it. Let's get this party started. with the contest. And, you know, if you agree, disagree, want to talk about wrestling, have comments about Battleground, the comment box is down below. And until then, we will see you next time.